I'm Meg Springer, and I coordinate the mock interview program in the Career Planning Center here at Bowdoin. So we have found that Bowdoin students look fabulous on paper. Your resume, your cover letters, you have all kinds of amazing experiences. But then employers have told us sometimes the job interviews are a little bit rough. And so I know in my own experience, I thought, well, I'll go to an interview. If they like me, they like me, and if they don't, it's not the right fit. In my first probably 20 job interviews ended up being practice interviews, and I did not get any of the jobs. So I am really a strong believer in practicing before you go into an interview, and the importance of articulating your experiences, your skills, your interests out loud before you do it for the real things. So the mock interview program, you can come into career planning, set up an hour-long interview with a volunteer professional from the community and sit down and practice. It can either be in practice for a real job that you're actually interviewing for, or simply because you want to get the practice and the experience. For example, a question that I tell every single volunteer interviewer to ask a student is, tell me about yourself. And that gets everybody hates that question, you know. Tell me about, well, let's see, what do you want to know? You want to know that I have 4 brothers and a sister, I was born in Portland, Oregon, I have a dog? No, don't want to know that. We want to know, the question is, tell me about yourself within the context of the position that you're applying for. So the answer to that might be something more like, well, as a slightly introverted person, I have learned that working one-on-one with students in a classroom is a great strength of mine, and I'm really good at developing relationships with students and getting them to realize their full potential. Yeah, so the mock interview process, you'll have a 30-minute interview. It will actually be filmed, and then you and the interviewer can watch that back together so that you can actually critique yourself. And as you're listening to yourself, watching yourself, you can say to the interviewer, wow, I really talked in circles, didn't I? And the interviewer will say, yeah, you did kind of talk in circles. What could have been stronger is if you had highlighted this example and then just stopped. It can also help you realize what your body language is that you're not totally aware of, and help you figure out what do you need to practice more for before a real interview. You can walk right into the Career Planning Center and talk to Lori, and she will set up a mock interview. She'll ask you what your schedule is. She'll coordinate it with a volunteer interviewer, and you have your interview anytime during the year.